Hello everyone, so after the 2 game between Krot and me, we couldn't decide which is winning. This was one was 1-1, so we had to go to the third game, and here we go. So as you can see, I'm playing Israel Mechanized, and you're gonna see later he's playing Red Dragon Mechanized. So I had to choose my deck first, and I decided to go with a deck that is pretty, well, a little bit cancerous, but also extremely powerful. And so he couldn't find good way to counter me, and he decided to choose Red Dragon Mechanized, which I find interesting but also strange, because that's a deck mostly good because you have a ton of good AA against helicopter, so it's like very good if your opponents play with a lot of helicopter, but it's Israel Mechanized. Yes, I have good helicopter, but it's not the main strength, I think, of my deck. It's mostly the medium tank and also the spam of infantry. And as you can see, I'm playing with a lot of tank on the mid, a 3 stack of Magar, Magar Gimel, and yeah, really playing on my strength the tank, trying to push up mid, and having a still good defense on the left and the right, but it's not my main push, I could say. Of course, I'm sending the Shadow PQ on Bravo and Samity Chim on mid. He's trying to destroy my helicopter. Maybe if I would drop some infantry with the Yasur Nimrod, but I don't. So his helicopter is left trying to get my recon unit, but I just don't give a fuck. I just go on the ground, and still good for him because it stopped me from seeing his big attack on the middle part. It really fucked me. Now he's just sending just at the start of the game an infiltration to see my fob, and he gonna see my fob, which is very unfortunate. The Marbet is not by soon enough, and I almost lose my my CV, but he misplay a little bit. Could have moved a little bit. He could have attack move it, but he didn't. So I know my fob gonna die because it's krot. Still, it's a very long distance, so archering this on this map is actually not that easy because the dispersion gonna be big, and that could be grant me some enough time to basically make use of my fob anyway, and I still buy one. Like, the first thing is that most of the time the first strike of LRM is actually the most dangerous because you don't expect it, and immediately I buy it. Also considering krot is a player that stack at a lot his tanks. As you can see, this is a 3 stack of Chroma 05, very stacked, and there is not too much mid shield between him and my tank, so right now it could be a disaster for him, and immediately the strike is going in. With some smoke, I also use the tips of smoke, faster smoke, so I don't wait for the mortar to do all the salvo of smoke. I just smoke 1 or 2 bullets and it's enough to smoke, so I can smoke like almost double the time, almost 2 times faster, and then the pursuit is going on. I can't get any of his tank because the line of sight fucked up a little bit, but 2 of them are very low HP. I could have killed one if I target fire right and the line of sight were not bad like this. But it's still good because my tank are not that low HP. And as well you can see the Darban as well, the spike could have got 3 side shots, but I was too afraid to move it fast, to move it a ton forward, and yeah, very missed opportunity from my side, but also even if I miss the opportunity to completely crush the game and win it all, it's still a very good start. Still a very good start. He's playing some helicopter on side, but as well you can see already the power of Marbet. Marbet extremely good AA. If you don't know, the Marbet aim, I mean the Vulcan, not the Stinger. Stinger is just like normal Stinger C, even if it's very good, of course, because it's non-radar. But the Vulcan has a special stat where it can aim at 0.1 second. While for the other, I don't recall the exact number, but I think it's 0.5 or 1 second. And it might seem ridiculous, also its aim time, the rest is the same, but no, it's really, really big. It's really, really big. Because it just gives you enough time to destroy helicopter, for example, before they even shoot their missile, for example. And as well for plane, it's very powerful against plane, especially seed, because you will actually get them before they turn back. So very, very, very powerful AA, and already did damage. And on top of that, because krot has by 2 Elo Hunter, that basically make them useless now. Because if he tried to get off one of my helicopter, the Marbet gonna shoot and kill him. So it's just good opening for me. So attack is repel. I slowly get back on mid and put as much spike as I can, because I know he gonna spam tank, and he don't use many smokes, so if there is spike, good luck sending all your bullshit tank. As you can see, he's repairing them. And then I have the vision. So I think maybe I'm gonna at one point send the alarm strike on them. And that's very good information. So I can move my spike accordingly. Yeah, here goes the alarm strike. You can see he's buying the howitzer to destroy my fob, which kind of hurt, but it's pretty slow. You see, it's still not dead, and it will be sooner. But I had a 2 strike, and I have it was a very powerful strike indeed. And having a 10-minute game where we still have a fob against krot is something amazing. So second strike dealing a ton of damage as well. And I'm buying the CV for the upper hill, because I feel like my position is good, like I said, so I'm buying the CV. Not for Delta nor Eco, still under some pressure, so I don't I'm not very sure this will survive here. He's banning Febao, but like I said, Marbet good, and I think you can still fire the Stinger very acid. Only the Spag is actually, only the Vulcan is actually radar, so I can just turn off the Vulcan and still turn on the Stinger, and the Stinger is good enough, so it's okay. now pushing mid as well, pushing the highway as well, because all his units are basically on eco, and some of them on the triangle forest of Delta. So there must be a gap, and I really feel the gap. It must be either in the highway or, and also maybe as well on the on the upper hill. And as you can see, my units are just going in Gulf without any issue. Also very good for me. So I'm forced to buy 2 Mercav at UA on this side as well, on eco, to stop his attack. It's a lot of tank. I don't want to attack Gulf, I just want to hold a little bit back the to hold the bunker 1 and 2. I don't know if it's called bunker. No, I think I call it stable. No, it's not stable. Well, you see the 2 important building, and these 2 are very important, because even if I lost all of Gulf, it's just the 2 buildings, the 2 important building that grants you the comeback potential. So I just fighting my life to take them, to stay on them, and as you can see, it's still okay. Buying some base defense as well, and this game is still going well. Well, I get the yeah, this is a stable. Yeah, this is a stable on the middle, at the middle town. So now it's as well a very strong position, and he's forced to send more units, but 3 stack of Magar doing a ton of damage. Even if I don't smoke very well, it's still okay, because his deck has not the best ATGM plane, we can say, and this is why I'm not too scared to buy of his seed. I'm not too scared, and I don't overreact, like buy 2 ISF and so on to try to counter his own Halo Hunter that could actually fight my plane. No, because the only thing he can really do is either buy some of his bad AT plane, which as I said are bad, so it doesn't really matter too much, or buying the bomber, which has only 80 gem to kill, which are extremely cheap, or Rovate 19 to kill, which are also extremely cheap. So it's not, it will be like just wasted ammunition, I feel, and this is why I don't give a shit about these things. The main power I have right now is tank, and he has nothing to counter them. And why he has so many units in the sky, he just less units in the ground, which is always good for me. Now follow me, you can see the GH7, the confusing plane, but it's only 26 AP for 120 points, which is like so expensive for this low amount of AP. And then more, and you can see the spike doing damage. Still, I did a big mistake with my Marbet, getting killed by the seed. Also, he moved out with his infiltration just exactly at the only side I didn't cover with some base defense, of course. Still, I spotted the unit, so gonna deal with it. and you can see the upper hill is clear at me, which is good, and I'm also not only just getting it, which something I have done sometime, but I know krot and the way he's playing, like he like to regain back, and I saw some of his game where he go back on golf with a ton of units, so I decided to not only get golf but also really reinforce it. Like you see, I have a Darban, I have Mercavature to really make sure a counter attack will possibly win because it's hard to defend, but would win in a lot of time and will need a ton of effort. You can see already the Darban has already done damage, almost killing one of his Chroma 05 on Delta. I'm just following a little bit the same start than the game one, you know. Every time he moves his tank to do his very tall push, very spammy push, I just move out my unit again from the side he just moved his tank from. So for example, his tank were on eco 10 minutes ago, and now they are just going in. I just move my own unit now on eco, and as you can see, it's almost clear. I think there is one problem. I start to lack fuel and supply. Supply is really bad right now. Considering most of my units are pretty ammo intensive and as well fuel intensive, so it starts to get a little dicey here. He takes Delta. Like I said, he has a ton of units here, but I give up Delta. I give him that. As well, it's not for free. You can see he lost a ton of units. Again, the dumb. See this spike. See this beautiful spike. It's a very strange position. Normally, not a position you will see, but it worked. It worked. He tried to bomb the whole position of my CV because I fire from my LRM exactly here from here. It wasn't on purpose, by the way, to make him think I still have the LRM, the fob, because sometimes it's hard to tell if you kill the fob or if you kill another unit. Keeping an eye on the highway, of course, very important. And like I said, he quite like to push against the upper hill, and as you can see, he's doing for it. So good, I have some unit left. Sadly, my Darban, my spike is out of ammo. It could have killed even more. It could, I think, it has killed one weakened tank and damage a ton of medium Chroma 05, but it could have killed the Chroma 05 and kill a ton of transport if he had the ammo. But as I said, I'm low on ammo right now. Now buying the Tushina now that he has the 80 plane. Of course, I don't have. It's not that good, so I don't have the urge to buy it immediately. But right now, I'm floating a little bit of points, and it's time to go. It's time to go, I think. I don't have much left to buy. Maybe a CV. I think I'm gonna buy a CV pretty soon. Yeah. And that will be good. So Shinav ready. My helicopter died, which isn't as that bad because at least it gives me the information he has still the infiltrating units. He's attacking my with his bomber, but as you can see, it doesn't do that much damage. Like, he has bombed my tank with his GH7, but well, it's tank, so pretty armored and pretty hard to crack through. So it's still okay. Slowly he pushed me back of Golf, but at the same time I repush on Delta because I know he has moved all his unit, and I'm just basically following him in reverse. I'm just doing like exactly what he does, but later. But every time he does that, that basically means he attacks into my entrenched position while I'm not attacking his entrenched position. And that just grants me more power. Now the Shinav coming in, I think it surprised him a lot. One plane go down, the other one very damaged. As well, the seed was not here. I think it got a little bit of damage from a Macbeth earlier with the missile. I don't know why, or maybe he forgot, but there must be a reason. So now he's in the Fibao, but it's too late. He has already lost one plane. And also the other thing that is pretty good, and I have remarked, is that because I have Golf, and Golf is so far away from Delta and Eco, his seed can't cover all the sides. So sometimes he's gonna lose plane in Golf to my radar A completely activated, while the seed was suppressing the other my A unit on Delta and Echo. So now trying to bomb my Shinav. Almost got it because I had very bad for me. More shit going in the highway. Very important to keep the highway. And I think I'm gonna lose some unit here, but it's still okay, He's still bombing the position of my fob. You can see as well I'm moving in the Merkava 2A from Eco to Delta, like 3 stack of Merkava 2A. Oh, the spam. But there is no need. Eco is completely mine. I have a Macbeth and 2 Spike, which is just so much that he just can't. He can't. I know, even if he tried to, or he could, but he will need a ton of units. Again, the seed is not here, and yeah, just immediately punish. I think I got a little bit lucky here, getting the crit and one tap plane. Just so much of a stupid mechanic. I'm just being even more spike, just make sure he can't kill me. And now Eco is completely mine. At this point I didn't really know where he would go, so I decided to use my last LRM strike on Delta. I don't know if it was the right call. I think I shouldn't have attacked here. Now losing like an idiot the Shinav, but he go very far with his seed, and now you see the power of Macbeth, just so strong. And you just get better and better now. The air spam didn't really do that much damage, but on top of that now it's almost done. I still have Golf, Eco is mine. The only thing he has is Delta and it's completely on circle. and at this point I was basically thinking I could even probably attack Delta as well. I have 3 Magard and 3 Merkava 2A as well. It's 6 medium tank and not only medium tank but as well, but good medium tank. Chroma 5 just isn't on par with them. There is only one small problem with that, and this is why I didn't attack soon. It's the Merkava 2A, as you can tell, are out of fuel. Or almost out of fuel, so I really have to now think when I move my unit. I can't move them like in and out of smoke like I do usually, and I was thinking about it. I can't do that anymore, because if I do that, they will run out of fuel. So I have to like move in, but only very carefully. See, another spike on eco. So now I can stop his reinforcement for coming on Delta. Or it doesn't stop them entirely, but they have to go from a very long road. Which is bad, because that stops his unit for being reinforced fast. And he can't attack eco as well. He has a ton of unit, but I just go back to the cover of the spike. Losing a Magard because he was out of ammo. Oh no, of fuel, sorry, so he can't move. Very funny. And I did go back from Delta, but it's just a death trap. Just look at this position. There's 2 Merkava 2A, 1 two spike and 2 Magar. He can't push. Now bombing my unit, but and still he still got a very important supply truck. It could have rearmed the Merkava 2A and the Marbet on Golf, but he take damage from it because there is no seat, so I can activate the radar area, no problem. The airplay really didn't do what he expected, I think. As Zelda at the up of the screen, watching the reinforcement, which is always good intel. I know he has a lot of infantry spam, so I immediately reinforcing both the highway and Gulf, because the units were clearly going this way, not going for Delta nor Eco, because of course if I was going for Eco they would not go from this side. Miss micro the Merkava 2A, that will be important because, and as well with the kill of the supply truck, because he doesn't have AP cannon now, AP shell, and that hurts because it's now a sitting duck. It's like very armored on the infantry unit, still with the grenade launcher, but no way to kill tank. And I'm losing my reinforcement like a retarded here as well. And that's where I think I misplay a little bit here. My reinforcement just didn't come out from the good place. This It's always problematic when you have lost the control of Delta, or you don't have the full control of Delta. It's pretty hard to get units coming in Gulf. Yeah. You see, I'm losing my Marbet. At least I get one of his plane, and I'm out of Marbet. Still, I'm gonna buy a less useful Draken. I also have the manpad on Charlie, so I'm not really in danger right now. And I'm also thinking that I'm not going for Golf anymore. I'm just giving up Golf, just like I did with other side. I'm giving up his side, but not without compensation. I'm just thinking about my new attack on Delta. And thing is, I don't have any CV on Golf, so he can take it. But I see my head on point, so first I have nothing to attack. I have no reason to attack first, and then even if he tried too much to attack into Charlie to get my CV, I can attack on Delta. As well, the Rovate 19 getting a sneaky kill is gonna take him time to just completely secure the position, and then by the time he push on Charlie, I will push up mid. So now you can see this is a full-on attack on Charlie. His units are going from Delta to Charlie, but it's spotted. It's spotted. It's spotted. So here we go. The attack on Delta is starting now. My tank were not strong enough. I think I should have buy stronger tank because the Magar 6 is very bad. Yeah, I have no other word for this tank. It's just bad. Sorry. Trying to use the Yasser Nimrod could have done a ton of damage, but yeah, he's a Helo Hunter, just doing what Helo Hunter does, killing helicopters. Still, I discovered with it that he didn't have any A because he didn't get shot. So yeah, let's go the plane using the barrack because fort is good, but as well I think the krot is not that good anymore and too expensive right now to just kill tank. And now we can see this is just desperation. His attack is just desperate. With helicopter. The attack on Delta is just going very well. Too much tank for him. But you can see he's gonna do one very important thing. Is he gonna fly in his Helo Hunter that is completely useless to purge the ammo of my Draken. The Draken is like a chaparral, so it has 4 ammunition. Which is not very huge, so I'm moving back and I target fire his Mi-25 to be sure, after I've reloaded the first salvo to kill the first one, that the missile goes into his helicopter and not into his plane, because well, his plane is not moved down. And as well, I'm moving back when it's reloading his first salvo because it takes 40 seconds. CV on Delta is killed, and the Merkava 2A, just look at the free stack of Merkava 2A on Delta are completely out of fuel. They can't move, but I make sure they run out of fuel almost in the cover and in a good position to protect like CV. So now they can't move, but he has no way to kill them either. It's like they are just a sitting bunker. Glorious city bunker. Glorious sitting bunker. Yeah, can't do nothing against the bunker. Kill my CV. Like very lucky for him with the timing that my mecha evacuate didn't arrive like 1 second earlier. So I don't take, but I'm still ahead. And I'm just feeling more and more by the time goes the victory. His force I even pushed back on Charlie. Not like it would matter because I don't. There is no time to get a CV. Spike still doing ton of damage. The only CV that is feasibly possible to get ticked on is Delta, and as well the CV I have already buy. So I just make sure to protect them. Not really. There is no really good reason to send a CV on Charlie. But I could still get his CV on Golf if I'm moving very fast on the road, which I'm thinking about, which I was thinking about at this point. And you can see now, yeah, sitting bunker. Just make sure to not use all the shell, the cannon. Because I have no supply truck at all. Sending as well the Draken and yeah, he can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. Israel mechanized too good, and KD very in my favor, and I think throughout all the game. And of course, no GG for cheater. Yeah, no GG for cheater. Fuck you off. And yeah, pretty good game, pretty good run. The tank were just doing a ton of damage, and I think I had pretty good read on what he will do throughout the game. He will just attack, and even if I had to react to him, I would always react soon enough. Like, it was not very sneaky plan, like he hide all his tank and then he move out. No, I always had the good vision in his tank, and then it was pretty easy for me to say oh, he gonna spam my unit now on on this side, for example, and that's what granted me the victory. As well, of course, as the very big air spam from him against Israel mechanized, which has good counter to it, and on top of that, he's doing it with Red Dragon. Normally, Red Dragon is good with air spam, but not against my deck, because that's just a deck that don't give a shit when you kill his infantry. What is important is to kill the tank, and he don't have anything to kill. So that was just so many points in playing just wasted, where I basically buy just one barrack for the whole game, and it pays off because it killed one medium tank and then never died. So that was good, and also the spike did a ton of damage. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the game, even though it was pretty cancerous mechanized mirror. And this game, I had win against krot, the best of 3. So in the next couple of days, I'm gonna cast my game in the final. This was the semi-final, and then I'm gonna cast the final against Ground. And see you in this next video.